What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor, and you're tuned in to the Taylor James Lifestyle Show. Before we go any further, if you could, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this with your people. It would be greatly appreciated. It helps us get the message out to more people, and that's the goal, is to have a big impact on people's lives in the most positive way we can through education and conversation. So, without further ado, guys, we're going to jump into the juicy deets that I have on the computer here for you. The topic of the day is going to be health and nutrition facts, or health and nutrition myths, debunked. Myth number one of my favorites. Myth number one is that carbohydrates make you fat. Now, that can be true. It's kind of dependent on how you use carbohydrates in your diet. Now, if you're not eating a balanced diet with the right types of carbs in your diet, of course it can make you fat. There are two kinds of carbs. There are simple and complex. Simple carbohydrates are found in like sugary snacks, drinks, processed foods like that. And basically those types of foods can lead to quick spikes in blood sugar, which can contribute to weight gain, especially if consumed in excess without adequate physical activity. Complex carbs found in like whole grains, vegetables, legumes, stuff like that, they're digested more slowly, takes more energy from your body to digest those, and it can make you feel fuller for longer and also help with weight management. So that's a really good one to know, and kind of the goal, or I guess the underlying topic, as well as the myths that we're busting today. It's about balance. It's about balancing your nutrition and eating a well-balanced diet and having a lifestyle that is sustainable. There's lots of diets, and I've tried a lot of different diets, keto, carnivore, paleo, things like that. Diets that are typically, they frown on carbs, right? And they're very useful tools to maybe get you to a goal in a pretty efficient way, but it's not so sustainable. And that's what we're kind of working on today, is finding that balance, finding that sustainability in our nutrition so that we can live happier, healthy lives for the long term, right? So don't be afraid to eat carbs. Carbs are good. Just make sure you're eating the right carbs, and quality and quantity is kind of the important thing with carbohydrates. Alrighty, guys, on to myth number 2. Fat-free and low-fat is always healthier. Bullshit. Just going to say that right now. A lot of times, in my experience, a lot of these foods and products that are marketed a certain way, whether that's low-fat, fat-free, maybe sugar-free, they're packed with all kinds of other shit that makes them super unhealthy. And what they do, and it's, of course, marketing and it's business. They market it as this healthy product and say that it's fat-free, like fat is maybe a bad thing. But again, when you're eating a well-balanced diet and your nutrition is balanced, fat is really important. And really, I don't even want to get started on how fucked up the marketing is behind things like, fat-free, sugar-free, low-fat, things like that. It's bullshit, really. I mean, it's lies and deceit, essentially, as far as I'm concerned. With all the other shit that's in those products, it's just best you stay away from that and stick to just finding balance in your lifestyle for your food. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying before. Myth number 3, high-protein diets are best for losing weight. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that I agree with that statement as far as it being a myth. I think that high-protein diets, low-carb diets, again, I've used them. They are a tool, but they are not sustainable. And with that being said, they aren't always healthy. It depends on how you do it. You can be very unhealthy eating a healthy diet. It's all about how you do it and how it affects your body, right? And so, again, the underlying topic for today is balance. You don't want to compensate super hard on one aspect of your diet because you're suffering on another aspect. The idea is to find that moderate baseline that you can just ride into the sunset. You know what I mean? And so there are risks for like high protein diets, especially. Again, it's just best you find balance in your diet. Excessive protein intake can have effects on people's bodies in all kinds of different ways, and kidney strain is one of them. There's just a lot of things. Constipation is one of them too. You know what I mean? Not having enough fiber in your diet, not getting enough vitamins through the foods you're eating, things like that. But it's a tool, and I will say that I've used high protein diets, keto diets, low carb diets like that, and it's helped me get to a goal. But then I try to find some sort of balance, and I try to, I guess, build my lifestyle to a sustainable lifestyle to where I am setting myself up for success. Because a big thing with really these crash diets and I guess intense diets like that, high protein, low carb, things like that, it is kind of difficult to do. It's difficult to stay motivated. It's difficult to stay disciplined. And what I've kind of found is that if you're not 110% dedicated to something intense like just eating meat, carnivore diet or whatever, it is really difficult to do it if you're not 110% sold on it yourself. And so what I recommend is, instead of trying to do this thing hardcore all at once, super intense, find balance and make it sustainable for yourself. Set yourself up for success. All right. So yeah, that was weird. Yeah. Myth number 3, high protein diets are always best for losing weight. That's a myth. We busted it. Myth number 4, you need to eat clean 24/7 to be healthy. So again, there are a lot of studies and things like that. It's really about moderation, guys. It's okay to have some ice cream. It's okay to have a candy bar. It's okay to treat yourself from time to time. It is about moderation. It's about your relationship with food being balanced. I have a buddy, and for the longest time, guys, I'll be straight up with you. For the longest time, anybody that knows me knows that I ate low carb for a long time. Like, I leaned into that low carb diet, and I did it for a fucking long time. Guys that I've worked with, y'all know, I mean, you'd be eating donuts in front of me, and I'm like, nope, can't do it. Give me a salad for lunch. Give me meat, But again, it's hard to maintain. It's not a sustainable lifestyle. And so, myth number 4 being you need to always eat clean to be healthy. It's not necessarily true. A little bit of sugar is a healthy part of a balanced diet. You know what I mean? It's really just about balance. Myth number 5, really good one here too. Oh, this is our last one as well. This is our last myth, and we'll run back through them again. Myth number 5, supplements can replace a balanced diet. Man, I can't just, I got a lot of things I want to say about that. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of, being younger and drinking protein shakes and like, that's it. You know what I mean? Thinking that, it's supplementing everything I need from a balanced diet, and it's not. There are products out there that are meal replacement shakes and things like that, and they can give you a lot of the nutrition that you would normally get from food, but it is really important for us to eat a well-balanced diet. We need to be eating whole foods. We need to be getting as much nutrition as we can from foods, and again, finding that balance, finding out how your body works, how your body digests things, how your body handles stress with certain types of foods. And a big one that I've learned over the years is allergies. A lot of people are allergic to foods and they don't even realize it yet. A lot of people understand like they're lactose intolerant because they put something in their body and their body acts weird and farts a lot or shits a lot, you know what I mean? But every type of food has the potential to do that to us. Not necessarily in that way, but it does have the potential to be damaging. And so finding out, maybe getting some blood work done, doing some allergy tests and things like that, those are ways that can help you figure out what is the best option and the best way to balance your diet and the best way to balance your lifestyle to set yourself up for sustainability and success in the long term. So don't go thinking, just because you take vitamins and just because you take supplements, don't think that you can just get away with doing that and that's it. It's about balance. It's about moderation. It's about sustainability, and it's about longevity. Set yourself up in the long term so that you can be successful and healthy. And that's what we're talking about today. Anyways, guys, so definitely on one this morning. Got a really good chest workout in today, and still a little energized. But yeah, running back through the myths that we busted. Myth number 1, carbohydrates make you fat. We talked about the balance and the type of carbohydrates. And so when looking to balance your diet and dial it in, always remember that complex carbs are good, simple carbs are not, and complex carbohydrates are an important part of a balanced diet. Scrolling down to myth number 2, somewhere in here. Fat-free and low-fat is always healthier. I'm just going to say this. Be cautious of the way that food companies market things towards you. A lot of times, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And I hate to say it, but we live in a world where people basically lie. Companies basically lie straight to our faces to get us to buy shit. And do your homework. Look into the ingredients on the back of the label. Look into what they're doing to make it fat-free, sugar-free. Look at what kind of processed chemicals and things they're putting in there. I mean, just look at the ingredient list of something that is maybe a natural versus something that's fat-free, sugar-free. You know what I mean? There's a lot more craziness in these foods that are marketed as healthy when they're doing damage on the backside that we don't even really know about yet, because there's been chemicals that have been, developed in recent years that they're putting in these foods. They haven't had time enough to study and things like that. And so just be careful. We live in a world where it's hard to trust the food that we're eating. And that's why a lot of times I just try to stick to whole foods, because there are ways to fuck that up, but it's pretty hard to fuck that up. You know what I mean? Myth number 3, high protein diets are the best for losing weight. Now, low carb, carnivore, all these diets that are marketed as weight loss in a hurry type diets and stuff like that, crash diets. I definitely feel like they have I guess kind of a place, but for the general public, I don't think that it's super necessary to crash diet like that. I think that the goal should be always to find balance in your diet and to eat whole foods and to set yourself up for sustainability for the long term. Don't be running yourself up and down through these diets and cheat days and stuff like that. Find something that works for you, that makes your body happy and makes it perform well, makes your mind work better, because trust me, there are diets out there, there are foods you can eat that when you're consistently eating a well-balanced diet, your mind works better, your body works better, you just perform in all aspects of life better. And so find that, achieve that balance in your diet and in your life. Myth number 4, you need to eat clean 24/7 to be healthy. Again, we're looking for that balance. We're looking for that sustainability. I've been the guy that, tries to eat healthy 24/7, and then I fail, you know what I mean? Because I set such a high standard for myself, and it's borderline impossible to achieve. And then you kind of let yourself down when you fail, right? And so allow yourself a little bit of wiggle room. It's okay to eat a little bit of some sweet treats here and there, just, moderation, balance. That's the theme that we're talking about today. And last but not least, myth number 5, supplements can replace a balanced diet. Again, we are not trying to overcompensate one aspect of our nutrition more than others. We are trying to compensate across the board and elevate our balance. Some things are going to have to come down. Some things are going to have to come up. We want to find that baseline so we can be sustainable for the long term. And that is the last time I will say that, because I think I said that 87 times. Yep, guys, that was 5 myths on nutrition that we just debunked. If you guys want more information, feel free to reach out. You can find me on the website, Instagram, Facebook, all those places. I'm just kind of browsing to see if I left anything out. Last but not least, I guess I should probably say this. I am not a nutritionist. I am a personal trainer. I am a health advocate. I am studying for my nutrition cert right now. But definitely, consult with a doctor, consult with a legit nutritionist, consult with whoever it is you got to consult with, get some blood work done, get allergy tests done, and figure out what you can do to elevate your nutrition and to take it to the next level and keep it there for a long time. See, I didn't say it that time. But yeah, guys, that's about all I got, really. I just kind of wanted to chat about some health and nutrition myths. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there speaking super matter-of-factly about health and fitness and nutrition and things like that. And I just think it's a good thing to kind of, I guess, keep in the forefront of our mind that people aren't always honest with the way they market things. People aren't always honest with the way that they sell things on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. A lot of times there's a caveat to that. It's typically correlated with some sort of purchase on the back end, like, oh, buy my program and stuff like that. And there's a lot of helpful people out there. I won't try to knock everybody, but we just live in a world that's been so consumed with capitalism that sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. And so we're just talking about some cool shit today, some free shit, not asking anybody to buy anything. But yeah, guys, with that being said, stay tuned for more. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later. Love you guys.